2K Sports, in association with the PGA Tour, is proud to bring you the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. It's go time, everyone. Let's head out onto the course. G'day, mates. I'm Luke Elvey, alongside Rich Beam in the booth. And out on the course, bringing us all the action this week is Henny Koyak and John McCarthy. Well, it's been a super championship so far. Let's see how this one plays out. Let's get down to the first hole. And as we get into our coverage, Henny Koyak will be the one following this group today. Henny, there's word on the street that there's a rivalry that's been building between Justin Thomas and our featured player.
Our featured player better bring everything they have today to the golf course, because Justin Thomas loves nothing more than to win. This is going to be an incredibly tough matchup. Can this player handle it?
Well, that's good intel, Henny. Appreciate that. I'm interested to see how this player goes against Justin Thomas.
And from the rough too. This is looking nice.
That goes down for an eagle. And that'll be a big boost to his standings on the leaderboard.
Oh, hello. Worth another look, shall we?
Yeah, this was a gift. Wasn't expecting this.
He currently is tied for 11th here. Yards, but is a par 5.
Just a little wandering right to left, dogleg par 5. That bunker down the left is in play. The second shot to a green that's protected by 2 bunkers on the right-hand side and a low area on the left. However, this hole, par 5, is very gettable.
This one looks to be on a pretty good line.
This one is from at least 30 feet out. And he's down there. You got a read?
A huge right to left swinger.
Oh, that rush past the hole with some serious speed. Yeah, it's just about 3 feet away.
This is for birdie.
Well, that was a positive hole. A little shift up the leaderboard. Well played. Well, the par 3 third is an absolute postcard here at Playa, Saona.
It most certainly is. Water on the right-hand side, bunkers short and long left. Not very long, but this picturesque par 3 could be painful if you're not careful.
Oh, yes, the Golden Bear would approve. A nice slight fade to that shot.
Yeah, that was a safe play. What are we looking at for this putt, Henny?
Setting up this putt 15 feet from the cup.
Just a tiny putt is all that remains. Currently at -3 for the event.
Gotta like it. Moving up the leaderboard. Never a bad thing.
That one's just going to catch the light rough. Now let's switch our focus to Justin Thomas.
Okay, he's behind in this rivalry. Let's see what he can produce.
Okay, let's get back to the action. Setting up from the first cut here in the green. Sitting at -3, tied for 6th position. And if this can go down, he'll save par. This putt's about 4 feet from the hole. Now 4 back after that hole. Well, the 5th hole at Playa Saona is every bit of a par 4 as you're ever going to see.
Luke, I believe the name of this hole is Diablo Feo, the ugly devil, because this thing is dastardly. It's ghastly. Bunkers down the right-hand side off the tee, water all the way down the left-hand side, the entire length of the hole. I wish I knew exactly the best way to play this hole. I don't, but I do know that 5 is a pretty good score.
Playing from around 160 yards.
Puff of wind blowing right to left for him.
Choosing the 9-iron here. Oh, he's executed that superbly. A chance to move into the top 10 on the leaderboard here. That's a good way to bounce back from the drop shot at the last hole. And as we look at the leaderboard, our player out in front is leading by 1. Well, the 6th tee shot here really requires a beauty.
Aim at that bunker in the middle of the fairway and either push or pull your tee shot because you don't want to be in it. From there, your second shot into a fairly flat, generous green, hourglass in shape. Not much to it, so good opportunity to make a par here, maybe even better.
Taking aim from around 240 yards out here. Currently 4 shots off the pace. Yeah, this is the stuff we love, getting after this par 5 and 2.
2 big hits there, knocking it on this par 5 and 2.
A spot in the top 5 on the line here. John, have you got a read on this one? What's it going to do?
This one looks like it's going to break right to left.
Well, this one's come out on a good line. This is on the tracks. Yes, sir! And he now moves to 5 under for the tournament. Well, after using the driver for a few of the holes, Rich, it's time to get back to the long irons, I see, off the tee at 7.
Just a layup required with either a long iron, hybrid, fairway wood, anything to keep it out of that fairway bunker down the left-hand side. You do want to challenge it, however, because you want as little club or distance into this green as possible. Island green with trouble everywhere.
Any bounce to the left here would be helpful. Not a bad shot, that. Still a chance. And this effort by Justin Thomas.
Now, who'd have thought we'd see this? He is behind his rival. Can he do the catching up that's necessary?
What an opportunity to make a birdie. What are we looking at for this putt, Henny?
18-footer here is what he's facing.
That came off the blade pretty nicely. Starting to work its way towards the cup. And that should secure the par on this one. And just keeping it in neutral on the leaderboard. As we head to the 8th at Playa Saona, Rich, it looks like we're heading back towards the clubhouse.
Great tee shot here at the par 4 8th. Bunkers left, bunkers right. And you got a green in the distance. It's also surrounded by bunkers left and right and a waste area deep of this green. This is a beautiful setting on a beautiful golf course. Great hole.
Yeah, this one just swerving the green to the right-hand side.
This would be a momentum saver here, getting this up and down.
How close was that to going in? Putting for a par now. Now 3 strokes back after that hole. The final hole of the front 9 at Playa Saona requires a very long and well-carried drive.
Yeah, we've got waste area down the right-hand side, water in the distance. Driver probably not required off this shortish par 4. Second shot carries a water feature to a green just sitting there in the distance. Very receptive. You're thinking birdie all day long.
Well, that'll work. Up on the dance floor. Could have been worse. And now this to move into a tie for 3rd place. Good looking putt. That is a great birdie putt. And just with 9 holes remaining, Rich, what do you think here is going to happen for this player?
Well, after 9, so far so good. It's great to see these 2 players stepping up, getting the best out of their games. It'll be interesting to see exactly who's going to be ahead at the end of the tournament.
Now let's head over and see what JT's been doing.
The rival is ahead of him. He needs to get something together here.
This is his 2nd shot.
Wind is going straight at his back.
Yeah, a quality shot from him. He'll be pleased.
Birdie at the last. This for another.
Nice one. 4th birdie of the day.
Back-to-back birdies, moving the right direction there, Luke.
The 11th hole at Playa Saona is a par 4 that perhaps requires not your biggest drive.
Take the big stick out of your hand. Just play for position, avoiding that bunker and the water down the left-hand side. Difficulty with the 2nd shot is this green's got an infinite edge look. It's really difficult to judge the distance as it looks so much longer than it truly plays.
All right, clubbing up. Okay, things are heating up out here. That was a stunning approach against JT.
He's currently in a share of top spot.
Moving up the leaderboard. I like it.
Yes, the 12th hole at Playa Saona, Rich, is just another stunner.
It's just another unbelievably beautiful hole on a golf course full of them. Just a couple of bunkers on the right-hand side you have to be mindful, but don't get sucked in the beauty of the ocean on the left-hand side, which is very difficult to do. Enjoy this hole. It is a beauty.
Hey, nice looking line. Oh, what a putt. And after that hole, our featured player leads by 1. The 13th hole is a par 4.
You would love to just sit up there and stripe it right at this green, but you should know better not to. Bail out to the left-hand side. Leave yourself with a pretty simple pitch and run to a tiny green just surrounded by the most beautiful setting you could ever imagine.
Oh, that's unfortunate. Didn't deserve that. Now let's switch our focus to Justin Thomas.
Okay, he's behind in this rivalry. Let's see what he can produce.
Oh, that's a big-time play, Rich. Finding the green on a par 4 off the tee. You love to see it.
Just a missile of a tee shot right onto the green.
Not a bad play, that one. This putt to get to 10 under par. John, what's the line on this putt?
This putt will be breaking hard to the right.
Yeah, that's a good line, that one. Great speed. Yes, what a putt. And just checking back in with the standings, and he continues to lead this tournament. The 14th hole at Playa Saona is just another beauty. You've got the little beach and peninsula look, but this par 3 requires a fantastic golf shot.
Everything about this golf course is beautiful, but it's got teeth everywhere you look. You can get sucked in by the beauty, but if you do, you're going to make a large number on this tiny par 3.
And he's done it. He's holed it, and that means he extends his lead. He'll like the look at where he's standing on this leaderboard. The 15th at Playa Saona is the final par 5 on the golf course.
That waist area down the left-hand side is going to see a lot of action as players do not want to make the mistake of hitting it in the ocean to the right. A layup from there into a very small section of fairway leaves a third shot to another green and an outcrop of rocks on the ocean. Another stunner.
That one just slides by. And this effort by Justin Thomas.
He's currently trailing his rival. Let's see what happens here.
Let's catch up with the current proceedings. A look to get to 13 under par. Henny, you've had the chance to have a look over this one?
Setting up this putt 10 feet from the cup.
Oh, well holed for eagle. And as we check the standings, it's a big 5-stroke advantage for our leader. The 16th hole, we turn away from the ocean, Rich, and head back towards the clubhouse.
Yes, finally something not going back into the ocean. Just some bunkers on the right-hand side off the tee they have to worry about. But a second shot into a quote-unquote island green there, but this time surrounded by sand. It's a difficult par 4 for sure, but should be able to avoid any large numbers.
This one headed in the wrong direction, out to the right.
Yes, anytime you can find the green and have a putt, you'll take it. There's 17 feet remaining to the hole. All right, John, you've been reading them well all day. Take us through this putt.
Doesn't look like an easy putt. It's heading down the hill. Should move to the left.
And just a little bit of clean-up work remaining on this hole. Sitting at minus 13 for the round. We get on the tee at 17, Rich. This is a hole you really want to make sure you position your ball properly.
Only the long hitters want to take on that waist bunker down the right-hand side. All the others out to the left-hand side. And there's an opening here that players might want to think about chasing their golf ball into, because this second shot, ooh, it is dangerous.
Going with the 7. Now let's head over and see what JT's been doing.
The rival is ahead of him. He needs to get something together here.
And back to the play, shall we? And this putt is for birdie 3 on the scorecard.
Short game has been absolutely fantastic today.
Put the brakes on that one. That's got far too much speed. You know, Luke Donald once made all 400 plus attempts inside 3 feet on the PGA Tour.
This one is for par.
Now 5 shots up after that hole. The unique finish here at Playa Saona is a par 3.
And what a wonderful way to finish. Again, just a picturesque par 3. Water left, so the bunker and the waist area on the right is going to see a lot of action. Players will be delighted to walk off this par 3 with a par 3.
And hitting yet another green here in regulation.
Dare I say, Luke, this player has been in fuego with his approach shots. Another green in regulation.
John, have you got a read on this one?
It looks like this putt will be moving to the left.
And that's a nice way for the round to end. Finishing up with the birdie. That's a nice way to start this tournament, opening up with the first round lead.
Absolutely it is. You always want to see your name up on top of that leaderboard, no matter which round you're in. After the first round, though, so far, so good.
Well, that'll just about do it. On behalf of Rich Beam, I'm Luke Elving. Thanks for tuning in. Look forward to your company next time. UK Sports, in association with the PGA Tour, is thrilled to bring you the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. Well, it's time to find out who wins this event. Let's head out for the final round. Luke Elvey alongside Rich Beam, as always, and delightful to have you with us. Well, Rich, we've got our featured player starting their final round in first place, but it's a pretty slim lead, and there's someone that's pretty slim right behind them.
That there is. Fresh off of back surgery, but looking fantabulous as always. Will Zalatoris. Tell you what, he looks awfully good in this comeback year. Watch out. One stroke may not be enough.
And Henny, what's he facing with this one?
Setting up this shot from about 120.
A wonderful shot and a chance for birdie here on the first.
And a fantastic look upcoming.
Putting for birdie. Currently 15 under par for the event. Lovely momentum for this player after that birdie at the last hole. Keep it rolling.
Par 5 that meanders from right to left, just a bunker down the left-hand side. You have to. Second shot. Green sits above you just a little bit. Two bunkers on the right-hand side. The bailout's going to be to the left, sitting below you. All in all, though, a very generous par 5.
Not bad. This putt just 5 feet away from the hole. Oh, almost an eagle. Just a short putt remaining here. That's signaling your intent. Go and get amongst it early.
And not giving the field a chance to breathe whatsoever.
Stepping onto the par 3 third.
Yes, water down the right-hand side will certainly come into play. Bunker front left and long left also could see some action. This is a beautiful, picturesque, but difficult par 3.
Opting for the 6 iron. Well, that's great distance control. Pin high there.
Already had a few birdies today. This for another.
Now that's how you roll the rock.
And now that finds him in first place. And now onto the par 4 fourth hole.
Really hoping they play this one aggressively.
That's heading into the rough, I think. He's setting up for his second shot. This would be a great up and down from this spot. Well, this would be a great par putt if he can make this. And maintaining top spot on the leaderboard after that hole. And as we move to the fifth, it's a par 4.
I'm assuming that this hole's name is Diablo because it is a devil of a par 4. Very little room out to the right to find the fairway. Anything missing left. All the way down the hole, you're finding the ocean and a green that is perched right next to it as well. I don't know the best way to play this hole, but I know that 5 is a fantastic score.
Well, take notes, folks. That's how you do it. Putting for birdie here. Nice one. 4th birdie of the day.
Got to say, putting this well from this distance is a huge confidence booster.
Always positive coming off a birdie. Let's see what happens here.
Well, that bunker right in the center of the fairway, you aim it right at it, Luke, and either you push your tee shot or pull it to avoid it. That's the best way of attacking that. From there, you've got a green in the distance that's got a couple bunkers well shy of it. They're there for aesthetics only, but a green that is hourglass in shape and just gentle movement all around.
Well, that's a tremendous shot and sets up a wonderful opportunity.
Always like the aggressive play, going for it in 2 and get rewarded for it.
And our man on the ground, John McCarthy, has been giving us some great reads all day. What's this one doing, mate?
It looks like this one will turn a bit to the left.
That's disappointing. It's just about 3 feet away.
All right, guys, this for 2 birdies in a row.
Mark it down. That's birdie number 5.
Gotta like it. 2 in a row. He's feeling it.
Our current leader now enjoying a 9-stroke lead. We've arrived now at the 7th and the par 4.
Just a layup required with either a long iron, hybrid, fairway wood, anything to keep it out of that fairway bunker down the left-hand side. You do want to challenge it, however, because you want as little club or distance into this green as possible. Island green with trouble everywhere.
And that one finds the putting surface. It's a good shot. Some work to do, however. Henny, what's he facing with this putt?
Yeah, he's got just over 16 feet here.
Well, this one looks like it's going to break a long way. Just hammered that through the line.
Not a bad effort right there from long range. Big breaking putt. He just didn't quite read it right, but it'll be an easy par.
And he's holding steady in first place after that one. Here we are, hole 8 to par 4.
Yeah, strong par 4 here, Luke. Fairway bunkers on the left and right hand side. Second shot to a green protected by bunkers left and right, and a little bit long. You're going to find a waste area. This is really a beautiful par 4, but it can be a little daunting.
This one needs to kick left. Still a fair way away from the hole here. Time to make a long putt. Penny, take us through the break on this putt.
Right to lefter, up the hill. Can be positive with this one.
And this putt coming up for his par. And that'll see him remain in the same spot on the leaderboard. Hole number 9 is a par 4.
Just waist area down to the right-hand side. Water in the distance. Driver not required here. Your approach shot to a generous green. Thinking birdie here all day long.
And Henny, what's he looking at here?
Setting up from about 130 yards out.
Scorecard filled with threes never hurts. Good putt to make this. Ugh. 4 feet to the cup. And as we make the turn, Rich, he's playing very nicely out in front.
Could be some trying times indeed. Tough holes lay ahead, but yes, you're in the position that you want to be, ahead of the pack.
Oh, that is crushed. Second shot here on the 10th hole. Yeah, quality shot that. A chance for a birdie if this goes down. Yeah, nothing to sweat over that one. Well hold. Leading by 8 strokes now after that hole. Pegging it up on the 11th hole here.
Coming off a birdie at the last, looking to add another one.
Left nothing in the tank on that one. That was pummeled. That one's found the thick stuff. Oh no. This is his second shot. I think he's caught that one quite nicely. Yeah, nicely played. And he's down there. You got a read?
I've given it a good look. I see this one going left at the hole.
Oh, that would have been nice to make. Didn't have to sweat that par putt. Our leader is currently enjoying an 8-shot advantage. This hole is a par 3.
I can't decide which hole out here is the most beautiful, this one or all the others. Another gorgeous setting here for this par 3. Just a couple of bunkers you got to be mindful of with your tee shot, as well as the ocean back left. However, just sit back and soak in all this beauty.
Oh, just snuck over the edge there. Oh, good look at birdie here. And another one goes. And with it, an increase of his lead. Okay, and after that hole, now 21 under for the event. Now on the tee, fresh off a birdie, a great opportunity to build on that momentum.
You would love to just sit up here and stripe it right at this green, but you should know better not to. Bail out to the left-hand side. Leave yourself with a pretty simple pitch and run to a tiny green, just surrounded by the most beautiful setting you could ever imagine.
What a year with 5 victories already this season. That reminded me of the Big Easy, silky smooth. Setting up here with a very long putt. Penny, take us through the break on this putt.
Love it or hate it, it's a downhill left to right putt.
Seven feet to the cup. Well, an untimely double by our leader, and the rest of the field's eyes have lit up. A chance to bounce back here. Par 3, hole number 14.
Everything about this golf course is beautiful. but it's got teeth everywhere you look. You can get sucked in by the beauty, but if you do, you're going to make a large number on this tiny par 3.
Oh, this one will be a bonus. Putt from around 19 feet. That's a lovely looking stroke. It's tracking towards the cup. And just a little bit of work was all that was needed to finish up there. And our featured player has now built a comfortable 6-stroke advantage on the field. Here we are at the par 5, 15th.
Waste area down the left-hand side of this hole is going to see a lot of action as players are going to bail left, not wanting to find the ocean with their tee shot. From there, it's going to take a pretty challenging iron to lay up into a zone, not wide. And then the third shot, once again, in a green setting right on the ocean's edge. This is another stunning hole, yet very challenging.
Looks to have chosen the 7-iron. Oh, what a shot by our leader. 5 feet coming up to the cup.
Short game has been especially sharp today, Luke. Very impressive.
No movement up or down on the leaderboard for this player. We have a par 4 on this one.
And we've got a couple of fairway bunkers down the right-hand side. So miss those to the left-hand side, and you will hit your second shot into an island, quote-unquote, green. Not surrounded by water, but surrounded by sand. This is a challenging par 4, but should be able to avoid any large numbers.
That's tidy. Always love these opportunities, especially when it's for birdie. Well, what a performance. 8 birdies on the card. Holding steady in first place after that one. On the tee now, the par 4 17th hole.
Only the long hitters will be able to carry that bunker waste area on the right-hand side. Players bailing it out to the left off the tee do have the opportunity to kind of hit a low little chasing shot into this green if they so desire, but it's a difficult second shot no matter how you look at it.
From around 140 yards here. Well, that's beautifully judged.
Made birdie on the last, looking for a second in a row here.
Some momentum being built now. That's back-to-back birdies.
Gotta like it. 2 in a row.
And a chance to ice the tournament here. Holding the lead, playing the last. Oh, you couldn't paint a better picture. Gorgeous swing. Oh my, right by the hole. If he can hold this, he'll win the tournament. And as the putt finds the bottom of the cup, that is a win to celebrate.
Backing up the Brinks truck once again this week. Filling it up.
That is a comprehensive performance, Rich.
Those are the wins you dream of, isn't it? Where it's just a walk in the park. You're just out there for an afternoon stroll. Oh, by the way, here's the trophy at the end of that walk. Great win.
On behalf of Rich Beam and all the hard-working folks at 2K Sports, I'm Luke Elvey. Thanks for joining us. See you next time.